Near, rip a hole in the sun. Welcome to Cum Paude. Why would you cum soft when you can cum loud? Yeah.
Welcome to Cum Laude, Cum Paude, joined here by the Fermalicious Dame Judy Dench. Fermi, what is going on, buddy?
Hey, week 8 of the Cum Paude show. Ready to go. We've got a week of playoffs under our belt. We're into the semifinals. Got a lot to talk about today, a lot to look forward to, some shakeups and what we might not have expected in the first round of the playoffs. So, it's going to be another good show. Give to our viewership. They're ready for it.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this playoff competition, though. I mean, I think we're seeing some of the fiercest and probably most engaged playoff play through the winners bracket and also even in the Turlet Bowl. So a great job by the league here at keeping this competitive, even when you are functionally completely out of it. We're going to run through our fastest 3 minutes today. I believe our contributor, Arrivederci Kilo Turd, has drafted what I think is a 3-minute version of this. Probably get through this show in under 20 minutes. And not that we love to be fast and quick, but I mean, hell, Fermi, we're here for a good time, not for
Always.
a long time, right? We do have a special announcement, however, from the producers here. I believe you are tasked with delivering this particular news, but on behalf of the entire Cum Paude production, we would certainly like to address our expansive fan base with this important statement. Fermi, I'll leave that up to you.
That's right. Yep. Here at Cum Paude Laude Paude Productions, we strive for excellence, but more importantly, we aim for accuracy. And we understand that during last week's production, there was some misinformation provided about the 2023 draft order. We gave you a rundown of exactly who would be drafting where. And, thankfully to our viewership and our fans and our commissioner, we were provided the feedback that it was wrong. It was absolutely wrong. And here at the production, we do regret to inform that this will be Arrivederci Kilo Turd's final showing here with the fastest 3 minutes, as they have announced their resignation in great shame. It turns out that we do know picks 1 through 6 next year. We now know picks 7 through 10, as the first 4 eliminated from the playoffs then fall into place based on their regular season standing. And we do not yet know picks 11 through 14, as they will shake out to be your champion at 14, the runner-up at 13, third place at 12, and fourth place at 11. Again, we provide our great regret of providing this misinformation, and we hope that 1 week with this just incorrect news has not misled anybody to plan for their future poorly, and hope that you can regain your strategy for 2023 moving forward.
I really appreciate you delivering that challenging news, but obviously instilling in those around the studio here, along with you, even given the imminent departure of Arrivederci, who we will miss dearly, but also understand the professional obligations that a journalist of his high esteem has to hold himself to. I appreciate you being able to deliver that message to us, and I do appreciate our viewership for continuing to stay with us, and our commitment to you is accuracy above all else. One of the things we're most accurate at, though, is delivering a recap of last week's events. And we are looking back at round 1 of our fantasy playoffs. We are looking at the NFL Week 15. And I believe, Dame Judy, we can go ahead and take it away with what was a powerful matchup here with the Pubic Medusas.
Let's do it. Cue that music. We got 3 minutes on the clock. Let's roll with it. Pubic Medusas over Goat My Ass by 72 points. Nick gets the win here on his picks, covering the spread there. Another week in the 170s, 8 out of 9 players in double digits, 4 players over 20, 2 players over 30. Zay Jones, big play of the week, sat Amari Cooper, but put Zay Jones in instead, put Donovan Peoples-Jones in instead of Amari Cooper, got the job done. Nothing could be done for Goat My Ass at this point. Carr did outscore Brady, something we talk about every single week. Maybe is he questioning the release of Ezekiel Elliott in the 3-way trade? Who knows? That'll be something for next year. Pubic Medusa moves on into the semifinals.
Let's take it forward here and take a look at your squad in what appears to be its 2022 swan song against Rivers Meet Timbers. All he does is win, baby.
Rivers Meet Timbers. All he does is win. Takes down Dame Judi Dench by 32 points. Nick had Dame Judi covering the spread. Was incorrect there. Rivers Meet Timbers just lulling everybody to sleep. Then strikes in the 4 p.m. games, not until the second half of the 4 p.m. games, and then just a straight dumpage of touchdowns coming through. Burrow, Godwin, and Murray just came on strong in that second half, made it just unreachable. Jonathan Taylor gets injured, could be out for the season. That's a big thing to look forward to, not look forward to, but look at in the second round of the playoffs. Dame Judi Dench, haven't seen a bed shit that hard since Amber Heard. Only 1 touchdown by starting players, only 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns on the team as a whole with a bench. The only team in the playoffs that did not perform as well was Alvin Kamara. Stinks, but, there's no rivalry going on there between DJD and Alvin Kamara. Stinks as the 14th and 13th teams from last year making the playoffs. Nothing going on there. Rivers Meet Timbers, moving on.
What a powerful win, but ultimately probably what he expected because he seems to just find a way to do it every week. How we doing with the hamster dance, baby?
Oh, that the D.D-do-do. Ham Nation takes the win here, the first upset of the week. Gets the win despite the home field advantage. 3 points in the Five Skins' favor, but Ham Nation says, I'm bringing my team away. My fans are here to cheer. Eked out that win. Josh Allen and Dawson Knox combo does it for him. Solid performance from the Five Skins. We really like the Five Skins going into this one. Not a lot that you would change with this lineup, but Brandon Ayuk, probably the key piece here that really let him down. Deebo Samuel out of the game. You'd expect him to have a big one, but it ended up being George Kittle's night in that 49ers game. But hey, Five Skins, shout out. Coming from the bottom 4 last year, has a bright future in 2023 with some really young talent that'll be coming off the IR. Just a solid team all around. Ham Nation, there's somebody to be worried about. They're coming for it. They're going all the way. Let's see it happen.
Great matchup. 2 points deciding who gets to move on. Knox.
Who's there?
Josh Allen scoring 43.7 points and a big win for Ham Nation. Gotta love it. Let's look at the reigning champs against the Desert Clubs.
Another upset this week. Nobody saw this coming. We've been writing off Stage 5 clinging since the very beginning, but just like Rivers Meet Timbers, finds a way to win. Over Alvin Kamara is amazing by 13 points. Nick loses that one again. Had Alvin Kamara covering. Watch out. Give Stage 5 the respect or he will come and bust your kneecaps, which is what he did in this one. Mahomes and Montgomery really is who did it all for Stage 5 on this one. Really solid squad with Alvin Kamara. The star power just didn't come to play this week with Devontae Adams, Christian Watson. Gino had a decent game. Austin Eckler, you're used to him putting up 20 points or something. Just didn't happen. And, lucky for us, we just had the minute-by-minute overview of just how terrible this was for the owner to feel this throughout the week. He provided every single feeling Saturday and Sunday about how his team was failing to meet his expectations. Stage 5 moves on, lives to see another day. Can he repeat? I don't know. We're about to find out. Going up against the big dogs next week, and we'll hear about that in a few minutes. Nick's picks this week. Unfortunately, 1-3 when we bring the spread back. We had some surprises here. Season total, though, 18-14. Still winning money in Vegas.
Baby. Yeah, take it to Vegas here. Final notes. If a team I'll go ahead and throw $20 at Stage 5's manager, Dan Klingen, here if he advances another round with starting Ben Skoranek in a wide receiver spot, not even in the flex spot. I mean, this is really throwing a lineup together and somehow finding a way to get it done. Congratulations to the teams that have moved on, but quite frankly, congratulations to the teams who are now joining the rest of us in the Turd Collector Bowl. See who can collect the most turds as the season goes on. Ultimately, nobody here on Cum Paude cares about us. So let's move it ahead to week 16 and just take a look in advance at these matchups. We do have the defending champs against what many believe to be kind of the crown jewel of our hang on, I believe we have some technical difficulties here with the camera footage. Are you able to see that, Furman?
We got the screen showing right now. We got Medusa's projected at 119, Stage 5 at 95. We cannot see the Cum Sales face, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, it seems to be a bit of an issue here with the camera, but something that I'm sure that we can figure out with a few very quick adjustments to our power supply. I am looking forward, if we are not able to get this sorted out, to just going through and doing a quick roundup of these matchups. Looking at the Stage 5 versus the Pubic Medusas, we have the Medusas with what is ultimately the most difficult decision of these entire playoffs. If he is playing with Jalen Hurts, or quite frankly, any quarterback, the Pubic Medusas are seemingly impossible to beat. He seems to have the best roster. He also seems to make some of the best managerial decisions. Unfortunately, he may not have a quarterback at all, and we're recording this at 7:53 on this Tuesday evening. Waivers run in not too many hours from now, and we will see what happens, whether he can pick up some insurance or if he is going to be stuck hoping that either Ryan Tannehill or Jalen Hurts or Mike White is able to play. There's also the distinct possibility here that the Pubic Medusas can cover this spread even without a quarterback in play. Would have been able to easily do that last week. Right now we've got a spread of 19 points. I'm going to go ahead and take the defending champs to cover at 19 points. Just giving deference to the champs. They seem to, even on the road, be able to get things done. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ham Nation. The Hamsters, they figure it out, buddy. But you know who we are talking about here. We are talking about the team that does absolutely nothing but win football games. And what are we going to see, particularly from the Rivers Me Timbers squad? Well, my guess is we're going to see a lineup that, for whatever reason, defies all expectations and gets to another victory. If we're looking at Joseph Burrow against the Patriots, who really laid an egg in a massive way, but on the road in New England in December is always kind of tough. He's going to be in a little bit of a bind. The team is kind of thrown together with some dudes who are playing or getting opportunities as a result of injury, whereas the Ham Nation seems to be peaking at the right time. As long as Buffalo keeps rolling and DeAndre Swift and Brian Robinson seem to be the dudes that they were supposed to be coming out of college, Ham Nation covers as 8-point favorites, wins by 10, and I think they get to go home victorious heading towards the playoffs. What kind of important info do we have here that we need to share as we move forward, Fermi?
Yeah, a couple of notes. So trading does open back up after week 17. So once the champion is crowned, trading is right back open. I know there's a couple of owners here chomping at the bit to shake up their teams, get things moving. At that point, we will know the final draft order for 2023. So trading draft picks, we'll have a little bit more clarity. We will be trading in sleeper. I think we're at the point now where at the end of week 17, we may be in a spot to just be fully on sleeper. We've been saying it week in and week out for the past couple of weeks. Get into the app, check it out. We're going there. ESPN is going to be no more. It is just way easier to manage a dynasty league in the sleeper platform. So check it out. That's the biggest thing that we got to look at moving forward is just trade seasons coming. For anybody that's no longer in the playoffs, so start thinking about where you want to shake things up and get your texts ready once week 17 wraps up.
Yes, and I do have it, and glad to be back to be able to see your face here and there. I apologize for the camera outage. It seemed to be somewhat related to our new cameraman, which also happens to be the same ref who ensured that Terry McLaurin was lined up actually on the ball as appropriate on Monday night. We're getting that fixed too. Also, may be some subterfugical sabotage by way of the recently departed Arrivederci Kilo turd on his way out of the office. Glad to be seen again, however, and I do believe that there are, at least I've heard it from the highest of authorities, that there is already some rumblings of some trading going on, some people trying to jockey into position for draft picks, some people who have quite a few draft picks and are receiving some inquiries by recently ousted teams. I do believe those are the rumors going around the league, but we will certainly wait on our dutiful cum laude reporters who are out in the field gathering this information. Any more things that you want to say as we're heading into our final push here towards the ship, Fermi?
Say good luck to the 4 teams that are still in the playoffs. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with waivers tonight. This show will air after waivers have occurred, but see if there's any kind of cool fab bidding for quarterbacks potentially. That'll be a good little shakeup. But really looking at pubic Medusas and Ham Nation to show down and show out. But man, how wild would it be if it ends up being Stage 5 and Rivers meet Timbers, the 2 teams that have just been crapped on all year long and yet continue to win, have great records, finding ways to make it work. Ben Skoranek just taking it all the way to the ship. Who's going to be wood burned into the trophy? Who's actually going to show up at the draft next year and collect their trophy? Some very important questions that we need to have answered.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly can't win 2 in a row and then not show up and collect your trophy. I believe that's an automatic dismissal, but we'll have to talk to the LM about those particular aspects of the rules. Closing in on 8 p.m. here on this Tuesday, the 20th. We certainly wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and to Pat, obviously, and then we would love to wish Scott a happy Kwanzaa. Anything else you want to add in the personal notes section there, Jide?
I think that's all we got tonight. L'chaim.
Very good. Say good night, Firm.
Good night, Firm.
Thank you for listening to the official podcast of the Public Honors College Fantasy Football League. Cum quickly, cum often, and cum loud.